Have you ever wondered what food God eats? We eat to live, but does God need food too? It's one of those intriguing questions that can really make you stop and think. After all, food is essential for us, but God is different, right? So, let's take a closer look at what the Bible tells us. In Matthew 4:4, Jesus says, "Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." This verse is so powerful because it reveals something huge. God doesn't need physical food to survive. While we depend on bread, water, and food for sustenance, Jesus is saying that the true source of life is God's word, His truth. God, being spirit, doesn't need physical nourishment like we do. He doesn't live by the things that we consume to stay alive. In fact, God's existence isn't tied to physical food at all. His life is self-sustained. His word is what brings true life. Now, let's look at Psalm 50:12, where God says, "If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine and all that is in it." Here, God is making something very clear. He doesn't need anything from us. He owns everything. The world and all that's in it belongs to Him. If God were to have need of anything, He wouldn't ask us. He wouldn't need to. Everything in existence is His to command, and He is completely self-sufficient. It's almost like God is saying, "I created everything, and I am the source of life itself. I don't need food or anything physical. I exist independently of the things you rely on." Think about this for a moment. God doesn't rely on the food we eat to sustain Him. He's the creator, and He's beyond any human need. In fact, God is so powerful that His existence isn't dependent on the physical world in any way. While we rely on food for energy and survival, God's power and essence come from His divine nature, not from the things of this world. In Acts 17:25, the Apostle Paul even says, "He is not served by human hands as if He needed anything. Rather, He Himself gives everyone life and breath and everything else." God doesn't need us to provide for Him because He's the giver of life. Everything we have, even the very breath in our lungs, comes from Him. It's a humbling reminder that God's nature is not like ours. We depend on food and water. God does not. He sustains us, but He needs nothing from us. So, to answer the question, no, God doesn't need food. He is the source of all life.